There's a chance we could see the northern lights again tonight in Green Country.
So many people got to see them last night, which is pretty rare this far south. These are caused by energy from the sun disrupting the Earth's magnetic field, and the colors come from the different concentrations of gases, so I'm told. If you want to see them, it is a good idea to go somewhere out of the city and more rural. Travis, any idea what time we're going to be able to see these tonight?
Well, we are thinking on the same timeline as of last night. About 7:30 seems to be a pretty good time, from 7:30 to 9:30, and then that also extended last night beyond that. So some of the latest information coming in this afternoon is it's here. It just takes a while to be able to see that, especially with dusk just kind of leaving us, and so that the total light going away, and we should start to see some of that happening. There's a 60% chance it'll happen. There's a 40% chance it won't happen tonight. Even though they extended it into tomorrow night, it does not look like it's going to be. This is most likely the last pulse that is going to be hitting our atmosphere. So again, just pretty amazing. This was last night, Kevin and Barnesville. A lot of good pictures coming in from up to the north in Osage County. I mean, you guys, I think, win the prize for the Northern Lights because it's just gorgeous for you guys. So once again, Oklahoma's kind of on the periphery of it. Last night we felt like it was going to be from Tulsa north, and really some folks in southeast Oklahoma even saw it. I was talking to Tahlequah folks today, and some of those ended up seeing it into Arkansas. So it's a very similar situation. The power rating seems to be about the same. So coming up in about an hour. Coming up tomorrow night in about 24 hours, we have our winter weather forecast. Literally just in the weather office. Alan's in there, Chloe's in there, Aaron is in there, so we're working on that and going to have the very latest. Stephen and Stacia were working on it earlier today, so we will have the latest of what's going on there. As far as what's going to happen here in the next few days, there's some record highs that could fall. Not tomorrow, but it's going to be warm. This is a temperature forecast in the more of a yellow-orange color. The red is the records. And so by Friday, we could eclipse the record high by 2 degrees and maybe tie or exceed by a degree on Saturday. That was set back in 1950. So the odds are in our favor. Something could happen big. Well, tonight it's still beautiful fall weather. Temperatures are in the 60s. We're down to 53 in Pryor, 64 in Muskogee, 60s out to the west. Relatively quiet. There's pretty much just a quiet night. This is Pacific air that's across our area, but you see a lot of clouds out here. So that's a very unsettled part of the jet stream that's going to be headed our way. But it isn't cold yet. All the cold air is pushed all the way into the far northeast corner up into Maine and the northeast. So much of the country has recovered from the last couple of days of really that cold Arctic shot and the first real shot of, you could say, early winter, late fall. So as that system continues to move out, all we have is this mild air coming out of the Pacific because there's not any super cold air. We're just watching for Canadian air and then Arctic air. Those are the two types of air masses I don't care for unless we need it right before Christmas for a day. That's about it. Anyway, so there is going to be a little bit of a boundary here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but are focusing on what's happening late for Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday as this storm system rounds the bend. And so that's going to be changing our weather up as we go on into next week. So we're going to start to see a conveyor belt of moisture coming in out of the southwest and coming up over our area, which will increase our clouds and increase rain chances. So there are going to be some areas that could pick up some significant rain. I'll show you that in just a second. But the main storm system should be moving through on Thursday into Friday of next week. Severe weather, more likely south and east. There's a chance in our viewing area, but it's primarily more south and east. As far as temperatures, pretty awesome for the next several days, even into next week, even though things start to kind of bog down with showers and rumbles of thunder, potentially, and then turning colder as we go on into the following weekend. And as we mentioned before, Jinx and Sapulpa Christmas lights are going on, and hopefully it'll be mild. I'll take that. And hopefully we get rain southwest Oklahoma with this next storm system coming in. That's the plan. Right now, all is quiet in the city, and we're looking at 64 degrees so far. We do not have any northern lights going on, but we are talking about temperatures that'll be in the 70s tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some pictures tonight from some folks. 80s on Friday and Saturday, potentially record-breaking temperatures, and then we should be in the 70s. We'll take a little bit of a nosedive sometime Monday or Tuesday with a front, and here comes clouds and showers and rain and maybe some rumbles of thunder as we go into next week, and a little bit cooler, but still not ice cold. That is your 9-day forecast. We're back with sports in a moment.